I guess we'll find out.
It's so magic about
that. It says going live at 5:50. Oh, I guess that's what time I scheduled it or hit go. But it says we're live now.
Let's see. Let's see.
5:50.
Yep. Yep.
It cut off the first couple seconds though, so now we know. Now we know. Like it didn't get my boom. It didn't get all that shit. So.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping for that. Yeah. All right.
It's all good.
Well, what's up, guys? Let me see if the chat. I like how the chat kind of does the same. Is it a little behind? It's probably a little behind, right?
It's a little behind. Hello from Canada. Bad. Hello, everyone.
What's up, guys?
Monster Without Borders is 71. He's been vaping since 1996.
Rock the fuck on.
He's been vaping weed since 1996.
Damn, that's my man right there. I like that. Glad to have you here, bro. Estelle's here, Joyful Wave, Thermal Extractions.
I don't think I started really getting into weed until like 94, 95.
Is that right?
Like that's when I really had the opportunity to actually smoke some, you know. My first experience was several years prior, but my high school smoking experience was in the mid 90s, you know.
Yeah, my first run was late 80s, at 86 to about, I don't know, 88, 89, something like in there. That was my high school, college run, but it was right after I graduated high school. So I didn't get my first run until after high school, man. I stayed clean all through high school. What the fuck?
Everyone has different times in their life, man. Life is contextual.
Mm-hmm.
Experiences, all of those things are contextual.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like even a focus. Like I wasn't trying to resist or anything. I just didn't. It's kind of interesting. I never really thought about that much.
Right.
Right on, man. Right on.
Man, you're vaping on like the newest vape on the market right now. The Taffy Bowl. It's like a cup and it's a vape. You push the button and you get like a beautiful hit of vapor without having to learn how to ride a unicycle or anything like that.
Exactly, man. No unicycle experience necessary. That's the best thing about it, is people can just pick it up and hit it, and it works, and it does what we've always wanted the others to do. So yeah, man, I haven't stopped hitting it for a good week or two now. I just keep. I mean, fuck, man, I can drink my tea out of it. I don't need another vape.
Yeah. You know, it's not the vape that we're using tonight, though, right?
Oh, that's right. I'm just trying to get my head right first.
Yeah. You're getting a little head start. I don't blame you.
Well, we're talking about the Magic Flight tonight, and so I practiced a little bit because it's been a while. I dusted off.
I didn't. I was going to.
I know why it's not something I use much anymore. I was like, yeah, I get it now. I mean, I used this a fuck ton like 8 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, and you use it a buttload too, right? Didn't you grow up on the thing?
Pretty much. I mean, once I started using weed as an adult, like beyond, like with my friends partying on the Friday nights, it was a Magic Flight was the only way that I would ever consume weed at home until like 2014 is when I 2015 when I switched to the Flower Mate. That was like the electronic revolution. And I think the one that I used first was actually fake. Like the first Launchbox that I used first.
That sucks.
I think that the Magic Flight Launchbox was probably just as counterfeited as the G Pen was to some degree in like the early days. They were
totally. I got a hold of a fake once just so I could see, and they're real pieces of shit. And even if they look semi-close, they're just not. I mean, you can't just bullshit the precision of the simplicity of it. You know what I'm saying? It's so simple. It's hard to get right. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. And it is a very simple vape. Oh shit.
You good? Man, I fucked up. I didn't want to rip the name on the shatter, and now I can't open it.
So this isn't my original launch box. I actually replaced this like 3 or 4 years ago.
That's cool as shit.
My original one was cherry, and I lost it on a bike ride. Funny, I got it out for nostalgia purposes, and I took it on a bike ride for nostalgia purposes, and then I lost it, and I was sad about it, and I had to buy a new one. And I bought a new one just so I would have one. Honestly, it takes a not quite AA battery, so it looks like a AA battery, but it's actually not. There's something different about it. For one, it doesn't have a jacket. Like there's no jacket, and it actually works by connecting the circuit with the metal on the outside of the battery, as well as the terminal. So we stick this in there, and a lot of times there's a little rubber gasket down in there. So when you put this in, you put your battery in, you have to like push it in pretty hard to make it connect. I took mine out just so it's a little easier on the hand when you're squishing. And it's something a lot of Magic Fighters usually do.
Hey, that's cool. We got all kinds of views here, man. I like that.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah. That that little rubber thing in there, they call it the pushback ring, and that was an addition later on. This thing's been around so long, but it was community driven, just like everything is today. That really, that shows up on the forums. Like when this thing showed up, there was no little dimple, like that was added by the community.
I remember that.
The pushback ring was something that somebody came up with. Here's an idea, and they came up with. There was another thing, I forget what the lid. And the light. It didn't have a light at first. So yeah, I mean, there were all kinds of things that got added by the community, and so the ones that I was used to never had that pushback ring. And I always had to push it in and then pull it out. And so I was like, I wish it would just pop out. And when that guy came up with that, I was like, that's brilliant. Now I can just kind of. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But this one is
Jesus
easy there. This one's one of the Seed of Life engraving ones that I got just because I like the Seed of Life. This is the one I'm using now. I really love these. This is the maple, I believe, and I think that's beautiful. And then they come in these boxes that are nice. The package comes with a charger, a couple batteries, a brush, a stem, and if you're really evil to it and just combust the shit out of your weed all the time in it, it's going to look like that. I mean, this is my nasty ass one here, and it's gross.
I've seen people take big lighters and literally smoke in their Magic Flight box. It's so disturbing. Honestly.
Please don't.
So the Magic Flight, man, is one of the hardcore few exceptions when it comes to how you need to grind your weed. The Magic Flight, you need like a really fine grind for it to work really well. Coarse grind, you're just sacrificing it. And I feel like the Magic Flight kind of set the tone and the standard. Like everybody learned that the Magic Flight, in order to make it work, you need fine grind, and then that became the inherited way to grind your weed for drier vapes. And I disagree with that, but I will fine grind or turn my grinder upside down in this case, just for the Magic Flight.
No, that's a good point. It's interesting when you think about grinding. I mean, grinding at all is just, there's a lot of things we do that are just leftovers from something else. Never really thought about it. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I look at a vape that's 3 generations old, there's stuff that still shouldn't be there, and same thing with that. Like, I always contested that we would grind because we were using convection vapes at home. And so then we started grinding for the conduction vapes when you didn't need to. You just throw a whole nugget in there. And then it worked better with a fine grind anyhow, because they all kind of do. So, what I did to do this, I'll show you later, is I've got my my brilliant cut here with the fine plate, like I know you have. And that's then after that, I'll run it through the finishing grinder and show you what the difference is. It's pretty cool. That's a nice grind too.
The finishing grinder makes it like a powder.
It gets it about half of what you're going to get. Like, I was surprised. It took the fine grind from the brilliant cut and cut the size of the dudes in about half.
I lost my scoop. You gotta reach me. I'm excited to vape a bowl, Jerry. It's been a number of hours. I've been hard at work. I actually wanted to get a video out before we went live, but I wasn't able to do it. I wasn't able to get it done.
Well, vape it up then, man. Yeah, I was. Gosh, man, I'm just not going to get much off of this with the battery. I mean, I remember when I quit using this, it was because my tolerance and what I needed for big hits got to the point where I just couldn't pull this off.
So you didn't practice. I didn't practice either, but I know that the technique that I used to use, that was like a stacking technique. And when you push in the battery, let's see if we can.
Hey, I'm gonna take a dab while you do this.
So you can see the light, and once you see the light, you see a little vapor. See the vapor coming out.
Yep.
So what I do is I push it in, and then I wait for the vapor to start coming out the hole. That's what she said. I inhale it just quickly, just a little. I don't actually go. I just go like that, suck all the vapor out, and then I give it a little shake, just a little jostle. I just give it a little, just to shake the weed around in that little tumbler, and I keep holding it in the entire time. So it's always hot, and as soon as after the jostle, a little more vapor will come out, and I'll go, and then I'll jostle it again. It's like a stacking technique. So it looks a little funny, and I wanted to explain it first. That way you're not going like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I want to see this. What do you do with the battery, though? Is it in the whole fucking time? You're just riding it?
Holding it, yep.
You never toggle the battery?
Nope.
That is definitely the least stealthy way to use that vape right there. You know what I mean? You're not doing that at the game. It's fucking awesome.
But if you want a full cloud of vapor, it's kind of what you have to do, or at least that's what you had to do. When this vape was in its prime, there was no vape like the Mighty that you could just put your weed in and push the button and walk around and I'm vaping me. I'm vaping my weed.
Not at all, man. Not at all.
You had to hold a lighter to a glass bulb or do something.
Dude, this thing, I wish I could find a picture of it. I don't remember what year this came out, but I was moderating Fuck Combustion at the time with about 3 or 4 of us maybe. And they came on and wanted us to beta test a vaporizer. This didn't exist yet. And the proof of concept that they had, they called the launch tube. And it was just a tube with holes on the ends. And well, they were covered. But then they had little wires hanging from the top. They'd screwed in the top, hanging down, and there was a little screen there. And you had to open it and load the screen and shut it, or maybe it came from the side. And then it had to be upright, and then you would hit it. And there was only one, and we didn't all get one, so we were passing it around. But before it got to the 3rd person in our group, we knew it wasn't going to work because it was unwieldy the way it had to be all the time where you travel with it. So then they came back with this, and they came out with the launch box, and this one we were like, oh no, that'll work, man. Like we can actually use this thing. At the time, you couldn't see any visible vapor, and they wanted it that way. They were really into the invisible vapor. That's true vapor. That's what's really going to change things. And the group in general kind of agreed, and we were like, you may be right, but you're not going to sell them. So people want to see their visible vapor, and you might want to bump it up a little bit. And so they did some calibration change and got it going. And then and that was all she wrote, man. But yeah, at the time there was no light, no pushback ring, no lid snap, of course, no etching, none of this stuff. And that's the one vape of all the vapes that I've done something to or given away or something's happened to. That's the one I wish I still had. When that beta box died, it just sat there for a while. And then one day I needed a really fine screen for one of my bongs, and I think it was a sublimator or something. And I said, that'll do. It's not working anymore. And I ripped the screen out, and I used that screen for a good couple of years. But then that was the end of my beta box. And that was before I was in the industry. I didn't get how much I'd dig it, but that'd be cool to have that. But anyhow, no, that's how old this is, man. This goes way the fuck back, bro. Like when this was out, this was it. And I used to tell people, man, if this thing satisfies you, like later on when more vapes came out, I said, if you get this and you like it, then far out. Don't ever try another vape. Just skip on off the rest of your life with this, because everything else about it is so cool, man. It's such a dope vape. I just wish it was a smasher. You know what I mean? This is the power adapter, by the way, that I'm going to use. This goes straight to the wall. It's got a little dial, and then this.
Close up.
Oh, okay, cool. So the thin end is going off to the wall, plugging in. This is the power adapter version 3, I believe. The first 2 versions had wood frame, and then this is the battery connector they made, and this goes right into the box, all the way in, and then you just pick the voltage down here on the dial, and on your box you just push this button, and as you push the button, you engage the. Where is it? There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm awful at that, but anyhow, you saw it. It happened, and usually what happens is I'll use this thing with a battery, and I'll go, man, I need more, and then I'll use this and scorch it because I'm not, you know, and this has got a lot of juice, so I'm gonna dial this in. But the good news is you can't overdo it. But I'm trying to find the sweet zone on it. Did you guys get that dab in with me, guys? You guys dab while Troy was talking with me?
What, you dabbed?
Yeah, man. After a few hits on this, I was like, I got a dab. I got a boost, baby. A boost. You know what I'm saying? I always hit it native too. I wasn't much for the stem. I was kind of like, the stem makes it not stealth. I want to be able to just kind of do this.
What's funny is I always liked the stem. I wanted the stem, and I felt like I could tell the difference between the stem. And I almost didn't like the feel of wood on my lips. But over time, the wood got conditioned, and it didn't feel as bad on my lips. Like it stopped sticking.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the kind of what the roast is like. So it's not very even, and you can tell that my grind is not powdery enough. But it's what we're working with, you know. The vapor is conduction.
Yeah.
I remember their early marketing having some diagrams in it, like the angles of the mesh and the heating rods, like made radiant heat bounce off the interior angles of the wood chamber in a way that bisected the mesh patterns in a way so that the heat was perfectly even, blah, blah, blah. It was all a bunch of fucking horse. Yeah.
It's in the manual, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the best manuals in the industry. Of course, it is a 10-year-old manual, so it ought to be real damn good, and it is. Lots of pictures, lots of tips, if anybody needs to ask for tips on the Magic Light, it's all right here. We even got shit in here about like how to do different kinds of hits with little charts on the power and the battery and stuff, the advanced methods. It's a cool manual, man. They went at it, man. But yeah, there's your thingamajig. At the end of the day, the breath overwhelms everything, I believe. So, or you just do the thing.
Yeah. There you go, Brian.
What did he say? What did he want?
Oh, he asked here. I showed the whoops. This one. Did you zoom out just because I like the zoom in view?
Nice. That's pretty neat. Is that easy to do over there?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Did you guys notice this isn't Zoom? So we don't have Zoom on here. That's why we're fucking around with little things down there.
We've upgraded, Jerry. Upgrades.
Loving it. New tech. Yeah, dude. Like it's a real mixed bag in here.
Yeah. What's up, Austin?
Oh, we got Austin in here. What's up, Big Daddy?
Austin.
The grind on this one's good, though.
Austin was supposed to be on the Puff It Up stream today, I think, yeah? Did you catch the Puff It Up stream on Twitch?
I did not, but I believe he was on it. I saw a post about it.
You also, did you stream today? Planet of the Vapes?
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I do those on Thursday. Is this on autofocus? I guess it is. Shoot, I thought I had it set somewhere. This is a pretty good grind. That came out of the finishing grinder.
dump this bowl and load a new one because that one kind of wasn't enough. Wasn't enough for me, Jerry Bear.
Right. I can do better with the light here, man.
I remember deep cleaning the Magic Flight launch box was like a chore. Like it was a night. Like it would be like, oh, it's time to clean the Magic Flight launch box. I got to like spend the next few hours, you know, and it'd be like alcohol and Q-tips and like kind of getting the mesh and kind of scrubbing it and brushing it. And yeah. And then just realizing that it just all goes through behind and inside of it, you know?
Yep. And then it ends up, once you burn, it's burned. Like that was hard for me to ever get off. And I always combust in this thing, man. You know, I like to ride them hard and go to the end. And I get greedy all the time.
That's why the jiggle technique. You gotta jostle it because you'll always be rotating. ABR.
All right. We'll watch for it first.
Always be. What's a C word?
So hot.
Chuckling. What's a C word that does this? Like
the C word.
The technique was called stacking back in the day.
Okay.
It was like you would stack your hits with the Magic Flight launch box to get the bigger.
Oh,
at least that's what the Magic Flight community always referred to it as, to the best of my knowledge.
I just used to take. I mean, I'm doing the same thing. I just sit here like this and just take little puffs. I'm going. And I'm usually toggling this a little bit, trying to keep it low when with the battery.
Oh,
so I'll just kind of toggle and sip.
See, I want to keep it hot, rock it like it's hot.
I know how you like that, but I'm not having much luck with that anyhow. So I like your method and I like the jiggle, but this fucking thing is so hot that it's still like. It's riding it hard, man. Like I should turn it down. Let's put it down to about here and see how it does.
Did I ever tell you about my friend Chris? And when I first discovered that he uses marijuana after getting really high myself and then drinking a bunch of whiskey in a bar, he walked in after not seeing this guy for like 5 years and he smelled like weed and I was like, oh shit. You smell like weed, and then we went out to his car, and he had the Magic Flight lunchbox with the power adapter. And we proceeded to vape like bowl after bowl after bowl.
Oh, that's fucking great, man!
And just got annihilated, man.
Dude, I like your shake and bake method here, man.
Shake and bake. Yeah, Magic Flight lunchbox is it's a hassle by today's standards. Absolutely. And the batteries, I know you only get like one or two trenches out of a battery. Like you don't get a lot. Like I've never been able to vape many bowls on one single battery. Like I don't think I'll be able to finish this bowl this trench with the Magic Flight lunchbox. It's called the trench.
Please, trench, please.
They're water pipes, sir. If you say the B word again, you're gonna have to leave.
That's right. Come on, dude, you're fucking it all up. Well, that was a pretty good little maneuver there. So let's see how I can. Have you ever used it with the orbiter? Troy, yourself, have you ever used it with the orbiter?
No.
Okay. Because I was hoping you had some good tips for me. I'm going to try to do what you did. I'm going to do shake and bake, but through this.
Shake and bake. It was a tasty hit. I got a really tasty hit out of it. It was a lot of work, and it wasn't big and satisfying, but it was tasty. It tasted good. You can get good vapor from it. It's just,
bro, the hit that I got using your shake and bake was the best hit of the night, and I'm already getting a little buzz. But I mean, I've had the dab too. But the point is, I noticed a change in my attitude after that last hit.
Can we since this is an old vape and we're essentially like sending you this information on telegraph form at this point with this vape. Can we get to 160 likes so we can have some dabs?
What are we at right now?
51.
Well, don't you get to dab at 69 anyhow? So let's get that one out of the way.
Let's get the 69 out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, the dab for the 69. Let's get that going, and then we'll rush up to 100. And then I love your. What did you want? You wanted 160 something? I'm trying to get more dabs in there, Troy.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see.
I like what you're going. Just more dabs in the plan. This is fucking with me with this straight up and down view. What's this look like on YouTube? Let me see. What is that like for them?
It looks the same.
No shit. Okay. Funky, man. Oh, now we're back to half screens over here.
Well, I want to change it up a little bit, you know.
That's fucking great, man. That's pretty cool, man. I like that.
Yeah, and I can make myself really big.
And I'm still on. Oh, I'm off to the right. That's cool. Howdy. Nice to see you.
Is it? Can I make it the other way around?
Probably.
Oh, I guess not. I could.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Yeah, you ought to be able to do that.
Oh shit! It combusted.
Oh shit!
My battery is. God damn.
Don't edit and hit the magic slide at the same time, man. That's fucking great. We can do that shit later anyhow, but that's fucking funny, man.
Oh damn it.
Yeah.
See, I took that little ring out of mine, so the battery sticks in there.
Yeah, that's what happened, man. There's high contact there, man. High contact. All right, so we're at 93 already, man. Or were we at 50 when you said that? Because we're at 93 now.
We're at 51 when I said that. So there's what the combustion looks like.
Oh yeah, that's bad news. Yeah, I want to see how it looks. The screen looks too when you dump it out. Let's see the screen.
Not too bad.
That's not bad at all. Nice.
I didn't combust super hard, but you can see
it. I like it. That's good. That's pretty good. And you got the cherry. Is that the cherry launch box?
Yeah, this is the cherry.
Oh, cool. Because I've got the maple and walnut, and you got the cherry. So between the two of us, we got them all there.
I kind of wanted the walnut because I think my favorite vape wood is walnut. Like walnut has such a good character and a good smell and a good taste. Like I like everything about it.
I'm a fan too.
But my original Magic Flight launch box was cherry, and I remembered when I got my Magic Flight launch box hot, like bowl after bowl after bowl after bowl, it would start to get warm. I would get some cherry wood taste out of it. I remember that, so that's why I went with cherry again, even though I kind of wanted a walnut. I'll probably buy a walnut someday anyway, just to have one.
Cherry's nice, dude. This is. I hate to say it, but I am doing this. There's nothing about this that is the way I used to hit this thing right now. And it's kind of fun. Like I'm just sitting here with this little stem, pushing a little button, do a little jiggle. You know what I mean? It's kind of funky, man.
Yeah.
This could be a ritual motherfucker, huh?
Why not? Why not?
Bro, are you dabbing already? Are you dabbing?
Yeah.
No, did you fire it up yet?
Oh no, I'm just cleaning my balls, cleaning my banger.
Dude, cool. Because check it out. I'm gonna dab on Jack the Ripper for these guys. Have you guys seen Jack the Ripper before? Jack the Ripper.
Jack
the Ripper. I'll have to see how I can get this working. There's all kinds of shit going on here, man. This thing is funky, man. I should probably show you some of this over here. I should just bring this out. You want that. That's what you really want. Let's see if I'm not getting a crotch shot here. But
oh shit.
Cam.
Sorry.
Oh no, I want to go over here. Hang on a second.
You want the spotlight?
There we go. So this is the Jack the Ripper Kuka. Basically, it's a titanium screen that's attached to these two leads in a little wood container that pretty sure slides in. This is the intake. You know, obviously you're gonna. This is where the vapor comes in and runs off to me. Comes in here. Push it together. Pretty sure that's all I got to do. Then let me see. Is there more? Are there more cords here? I guess it's this one. Yeah. So then the same cord that's for the power adapter goes into here, and then this is more like the old school power adapter for Magic Fly. Remember, I told you the 3 versions. This is the one that's more probably version 2 because it feels really nice. And then I think that's on when I fire this up. Let's see. I can do a little. The button to activate is right here. Yeah, see that? Okay, so that's glowing. And now all I got to do is cold load. Well, I'm going to cold load it because that's me. Well, first I got to get my then your exhaust here. Exhaust, that's great. Yeah, vapor. It's going to come into this and into my mouth. So I'll show you that, and we'll load it up. Where's my goodies? There they are.
Wait, hold up. What's that thing?
What? This vape?
Okay, I'm just gonna take a double dab since I owe 2 dabs.
Yeah, knock it out, man. I
Like,
can't see you anyhow. I don't even know what you're doing.
I'm not gonna do it right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to like.
Oh, there you are.
But there's my dab with my balls.
That's my boy. All right, so actually, I think it's better.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna hot load the fucker.
Sorry, Jerry. I removed you for a second.
No, you're good, man. I'm gonna hot load this puppy. I'm just gonna. So, when are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, yeah, I'm ready too. You wanna make us back?
Yeah, well, I kind of want to see this.
Okay, cool.
You do yours first, and then I'll do mine. Looks like a big fucking maxi pad dab.
Yeah. All right, let's see what happens here.
All right. Zzz.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna turn temp down, but that's a fucker there. That's it. That's all you do. I'm gonna turn it down and do another one. Finish this off.
And this is how you freebase DMT.
Oh, shit, that was better. All right.
We watch as Jerry meets the toad, blesses the toad, goes to a new planet. Toad Planet with Toad.
Jack the Ripper. All right. That was that was fun.
It looked pretty fun.
Damn.
Pretty fun.
Pain in the ass. Wires everywhere. Weird torque on things. Nothing's flat. Fuck the camera focus. And but ooh, that is the equalizer right there, man. That's the equalizer. Me likey.
All right. On that note, then I'm gonna go ahead and melt my wax, dab on some raw garden. We got 101 likes.
Did we? Awesome. That's why I pulled out the Ripper for you guys, man. That thing popped me, man. That's a big fucking piece I put on there too. I didn't. Damn, that's good. I'm still here, motherfucker.
Hey,
Dude, that's the first time you showed us your throat singing on the show here, man. I'm stoked.
no, it's not.
On this one,
What?
yeah,
Yep.
I haven't heard you do it yet. That's killer, man. That's really good. Does it only happen on dabs?
I don't know. I do it when I drive.
That's pretty cool. Is it kind of a relaxing, kind of a om feel to it?
It can be. It certainly can.
That's what I thought.
That really was a big dab, and I took it extra hot to make sure I finished it Mortal Kombat style.
Right on. I'm just burning this off, and then that's all you got to do. Pop. Pop from that thing, man. Did you get it? Did I miss it? I saw it. Nailed it. Was that a no-looker?
No. Oh. No, yeah, I looked at it.
That's cool. There's a looking over the shoulder. I can deal with that, man.
I'll start doing more no looks.
Yeah, that's all you did before, man. I know you can do them. I was just asking. You crushed them. They're like 6 out of 7 the other night or something, or 4 in a row or some crazy shit.
Yeah, I think I missed the first one and then made like the next 5 or something.
Yeah, you made like a bunch. You only missed one in there somewhere. So I don't know. It was really impressive. It was quite the display, Troy.
Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, whooping it. This is still fucking with me. This narrow thingamajig here, and what I'm fucks with me, man. It's crazy. I'm not against it, no. I'm just saying.
So we can widen it out.
Oh, I can breathe again. That feels better. Thanks.
There we go.
It's kind of claustrophobic. How's it going in the chat, man? Tron's out here. Emery. What's up, Estelle? Yeah. Heavy metal throat singing, man.
Heavy metal. I would like to make a metal band.
Are you going to be the lead throat singer?
I'll throat sing. If somebody can throat sing better and more and faster and warmer, then they can be lead, and I'll just be producer or whatever.
You just described me, so that's great. Step aside. I'm ready.
Let's hear it.
Dude, I have no idea how they do that shit. I saw those videos. It's amazing, and it looks painful.
Did you see the one with the girl where she does the harmonics?
Yeah, no, that was amazing. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, man.
Dude,
that was weird.
That's scary shit,
man.
Because she's like making like 3 different sounds. She's like, and it's like,
yeah,
all at the same time.
Yeah,
fucking weird shit. She's like an alien.
Yeah, like a beatbox master, but in some other genre, like the opera of beatbox or something. You know what I mean?
The siren.
Yeah.
She sings the sailors in, and then they crash on the rocks. And then she eats their souls.
That's what she did to you, man. Right on. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Jerry.
Yeah. Jack the Ripper fucked me up pretty good. That's all I got to say. I'm kind of like, damn.
I'm going to hit this Magic Flight lunchbox some more.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to consider this battery toast.
Yeah, plug it back in. Fucking A.
Fucking A.
Fucking A.
Fucking A.
There's Jack. There's Box.
That should be the first song from the band, from the Toad the Toad Planet band. Fucking A.
Oh, fucking A. Okay. I didn't know if it was the Box. There's the Box.
Fucking A.
Jack in the Box. I got Jack in the Box.
What?
Get it? I have Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. Were you with me?
You jack off in a box?
No, there was no off in there. There's no off. You threw the off right on in there, man. You added that all by yourself.
I jacked off all by myself.
All by yourself.
It was all by myself.
Was it in the box? I don't know.
Nobody was looking.
Not in this box. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this little. What do you call it? The waggle swaggle or something?
It was all by myself.
Wiggle wangle stackers, whatever the fuck they were. So did I get it right?
My Magic Flight smells like an ashtray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's it look though? Is the screen good?
Yeah, it's cool. It's good, and I brushed it.
Dang, I can't believe that's awesome. Mine just get whooped every time I do them. Maybe so I was overdoing it.
Whooped. I didn't combust hard. Like it was already roasted ABV. It's pretty dry.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as it happened when it was in my hand, just sitting here. Like I just happened to look down and I saw that it was lit in the hole.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And then right when I looked in the window is when it like sparked. So
you got it right then.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
The intuition, like
That was funny, man. Messing with the stuff and did it. Right on.
Yeah, I'm feeling the buzz, feeling the effects of the high.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you feel it.
Yeah, man. All right, Troy. So you gotta talk to me about your ideology, man. Oh, there he is. He's doing. Oh, now you're tapping it. I like that. Does the tap work just as well?
Not really. I loaded less, but my grind isn't quite fine enough. Like the Magic Flight can really shine with like a powder, like keef. Put keef in there. But even with the Brilliant Cut fine grinder, using it upside down, it gets fine, but it doesn't pulverize, and that's good.
Yeah,
it's good. I don't want my grind, I don't even want the fine grind to pulverize my weed. No. But the Magic Flight could really use some pulverized weed.
It likes it, man. I'll show you the difference because I got another one here I can load up. So I'm still beating on this one.
It's your nature to do whole nug. Could you do a whole nug in the Magic Flight?
I can't imagine it being any fun.
It would probably suck so bad. Holy shit.
I mean, you're going to get in here and crumble it all the time, and you know what I mean? I can't now. This is one vape This is one vape I don't think that would be pleasurable in. But I'll show you that grind thing, man. Because I've got the fine grind plate in here, like you said. I'll put a little more in. And which one was it? This one, all the way out here. What are you still doing the same thing?
Trying to.
Dang, this thing is like butter, man. Like, it's ridiculous. Like as soon as it touches the nug, it just disintegrates the fucker. It's gone. Damn.
I'm definitely hitting it too fast. Like I remember the stacking.
What do you hear? Is that what that was?
my alarm was going off. That's why I didn't fucking wake up this morning. I set my alarm for 6:50 p.m. instead of 6:50 a.m. Son of a bitch.
Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. So that's what that was right there, man. That's funny. All right, so here's how that finishing grinder shit works, man. So there's your launch box. You got your launch box here. You take the finishing grinder, and it's got a little circle underneath that fits right into and so it sits on there for you. And then it's just a cheese grater in there. And the idea is you put your fine grind in, and this takes it even further. So I'll show you just kind of I've got the playlist I'm listening to in the Discord out. I think I've got Spangle on right now. I'm not sure. I have to look at it because this song's killer. But anyhow, I'll start with about that much. And then you just take this and put it on here and just give it some turns. And it takes a while. It's nothing fast at all, that's for sure. And you can open it up and it's kind of bunching a little. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad. Let's see what's going on down here. Oh yeah, you see how it comes out down below? So
yeah, real fine.
Right now, if I were to see if I can get to where you can compare them. Yeah, you see that? So you can see how far, if it'll focus for us. See the difference there?
I see that, yeah.
There, that's a good shot right there. So it really does crumble it a lot further down. It does a nice job of it. And then you just kind of happily keep on going. It takes a while, but you don't really want to mash it really hard, I don't think. You just kind of gently give it the go.
That's what she said.
All right.
So I got good news and bad news.
Okay.
And well, actually, good news, bad news, good news, good news. In that order.
Okay.
So I combusted again. That's the bad news.
And
the good news is I get to do a dab now. And
right.
The gooder news is it stained my screen and it made a smiley face.
Oh, you're not shitting. That's the best one I've seen yet.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's like a perfect little smiley.
Wow, an actual good burn.
Good burn.
Good burn. All right, let's see. I'm just about done here.
And I feel like with that note, I should retire it. Like it's happy. It's happy. It finally got a video. My Magic Flight launch box finally got some internet time.
There you go.
You can die a happy death.
Dude, in my opinion, that's a pretty good load right there.
That's what she said. I remember the finishing grinder being finer than that. But maybe I'm...
There might be a better technique, maybe mash in. I don't know. I was...
Maybe my weed was drier back then.
Maybe.
My weed is moist. No, I like my weed moist.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of weed being moist, I got some weed curing, Jerry.
Oh yeah, you gonna show?
So yeah, the weed that was drying in my tent this is from 2 plants.
Okay.
This is from 2 plants. So you got the 1 plant, 2 plant. There,
one each. Wow. Wow, that's better. Yes. Yeah. You got a wide screen now. How much is that?
This is 9 ounces and 7 ounces. So 1 pound.
Damn.
Yeah, from 2 plants. And there were autoflowers. Can you believe that shit?
Wow. How many tops were you getting off those things?
Too many. Too many. The one definitely had too many. The critical purple had way too many tops, and each nug was not able to really develop and get dense.
Mm-hmm.
So the 9 ounces is 9 ounces of not very dense weed. Like it has
20.
What?
It was like 20 tops in maybe, or
probably more than that. Probably closer to 40 at some point, and I probably cut out 15 of them.
Holy moly!
When I LST'd it, like the all the little side branches just fucking Christmas treed and just like threw branches and at first I was like, yeah, like it's gonna produce a lot of fucking weed. But then as it started vegging out, and I was like, it's too much. It was for one, it was gonna be too dense and wouldn't be able to get air circulation around there. But then it's just too much for that size plant. Like it wouldn't be able to fatten out. So I cut out, but I didn't cut enough, and I didn't cut early enough. But live and learn. That's how I learn. That's and then the other one, foxtailed. My tent got to like 90 degrees, like close to harvest day, or like a week before harvest, and like all the big nugs foxtailed real bad.
Wow.
So they're all fucking ugly. But now I got a pound of weed that I can learn to make rosin or fuck around with hash or edibles. You know, it's not Instagram worthy. It's not even cure it in a jar worthy. It's like turkey bag curing worthy. So I mean, it's
You vape it?
I vaped it. It tastes okay. Like the Tangerine Dream tastes good. I got probably 3 ounces of really good Tangerine Dream from the other plant. The 7 ounces of Tangerine Dream is meh. You know, like I'm sure if I put it in a grinder and shared it with my friends, nobody would know the difference. But passing out nugs, like it's like, whoa, this one's a creature, you know.
Is it still as potent, or does it get less potent when it does those foxtails?
I would say it's less potent, just because it's losing its own density. It's the nug goes from being dense to being like bigger, so it's more plant material per surface area. You know, so the trichomes stretch out, get more space in between them.
It makes sense.
I'm no expert though, so I'm literally just pulling guesses out of my brain anus right now for that.
I'm buying, man. I'm buying.
But I mean, looking at the one that didn't foxtail and looking at the one that did, I mean, there's big differences and just like individual bracts and shit like that. So yeah, the structure of the nug it's fascinating. I'm actually kind of glad it happened.
Yeah.
So I was able to see it.
Nice.
You know, I would be so bummed if it happened to like my gelato or my blueberry kush that I have going right now, the photo periods. Like I didn't really give two shits about these autoflowers, but I'm pretty proud of the photo periods, even with the newt burn and whatever fucked up shit they have right now. I'm real happy with what I have going on in there.
Great, man. Can't wait to see that result. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What would you lose power in the 110? Is that how you got up to 90?
No, my pre-filter, there's an air filter, the carbon filter in the tent, and there's a pre-filter that wraps around it. It's like a piece of fabric. It got filled. It got clogged with like some probably leftover plastic material from my previous incident.
Yeah.
That was like on the lights, and then the fan blew it off the lights, and then the carbon filter sucked it up, and it clogged it. So yeah, my exhaust wasn't working, and one day I looked up and it was like 89 degrees. I was like, oh fuck.
That sucks. Yeah. So do you have to like check that all the time now? Like, I gotta check your filter and shit.
And it's happened since then as well. Like I'll notice the temperature will be warmer than it should be, and then I'll go in there and check the filter, and sure enough, it'll be clogged enough to warrant a washing.
How often do you have to do it? Do you know?
I've had to do it twice now, but this filter is also on its second grow, so these filters don't get a lot of a long use. Like you get a couple grows out of them.
And then you got to get new ones or clean them or what?
Yeah, I think you got to get new ones.
Okay.
I don't think there's a way to rejuvenate mine, as far as I know. I'm definitely gonna Google it before I spend $80.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Is that what it goes for?
Balls, 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 balls. Hey, speaking of balls, did you hear the 420 Vape Zone theme song?
Did I hear the 420 theme song?
The 420 Vape Zone theme song, the one with
yeah, it's fucking great. Sticks in your head, man. You should play it for us.
No, I'm not gonna do that right now.
All right, well.
I don't know how.
Well, figure that out.
Yeah, this is a whole new thing here. Oh, I guess there is a share screen thing, but what are we supposed to talk about tonight? Ideologies.
Yes.
So I was thinking about ideologies and how I'm almost sensitive, anti ideology, and I'm not like triggered by it, but like I want it to be a rule of my life. Like I don't want to be an ideologue. I don't want to uh, be one of those ideological things. Like I don't. It's been a strong indicator, a strong compass for me, or at least I want it to be a strong compass for me. And I don't want to get snuck upon by an ideological thought or an ideological way. Like it's something that concerns my mental being often. Like I reflect on it. I do self-inquiry about it. I meditate about it, and I think often about context and variety and perspective from different things, different ways. And I realize that there's no real need for so much of these ideological pushes that humans tend to do naturally.
Can you ideology kind of means different things to different people sometimes. Can you kind of put some framework on that for me? So now that I have the context.
Yeah, so like anything where there's like an ideology is like a set of ideals or a set of parameters or rules that are the way it should be, or like it's this way or the wrong way type of. It's almost like a I mean, there's a few different ways that ideologies are defined, but
For Troy,
for Troy, it's the way where one way of thought or one way of use is the right way, and other ways are talked about as the wrong way. Like when I started growing some autoflowers, and there were some people like, "What autoflowers? Like autoflowers suck," you know? Like that's an ideological way of seeing it. Like you're not looking at the real cross charts of the pros and cons of autoflowers versus photoperiods, because if you were, there are contexts where autoflowers are clearly better. Like I only have 95 days to grow. Autoflowers are your only fucking option. Therefore, autoflowers do not suck. You know, like it's not an ideological thing, but people often treat it that way, especially when it comes to internet, social media, and fucking machoism and internet comments, and it's it pisses me off. I don't want to be that way. I don't want the world to be that way. And I realize that's an ideological thing to think, you know? So it's a really interesting philosophical thing to reflect upon.
so what's the middle look like? Like if there's ideological ways, and then there's I don't want to be ideological. What's this dude in the middle look like? Given that I don't want to be ideological is just a reflection of being ideological. What's neither of those look like?
Open openness, like open-mindedness, exploration, and what I think is the most challenging aspect of open-mindedness is keeping it and maintaining it, because so much of our humanity and our society and our life is painted in a way by by unaware states. Like even the most self-aware people go out into life as their ego, their ego robot. They're going out living their day-to-day routine as routine. Exactly that. They get in the groove no matter what it is, whether you're driving to the store, whether you're walking around the grocery store. There's routine where you fall into it. Everyone falls into letting the time go by, getting the shit done, whatever it is, where it's not 100% self-aware groove. And oftentimes all that shit that happens on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and even via email and the chat right now, so much of that is just not being aware, not being alive, just being in a groove somewhere. When these routines of ideological ways become the norm and they become trendy, it fucks up the natural ways of thought. It trains people that those ways of thought are okay.
So an ideology then is really just an unawareness, correct?
Yeah, in my opinion, and from what I understand, but they can be driven by so many different things, whether it's ego or the need to be noticed. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist.
Well, how would you respond to any of those if you really wanted to?
Well, that's where I struggle, because I'm an empath, and my assholeness tells me that I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my own things rather than dealing with this. But I'm an empath and I care. I care. I when people hate on me, I care. You know, like I care. Like, how are they seeing this in a way where I'm a bad guy? Like, I'm genuinely curious, and I want to resolve the situation. Like, even if they're just hating on me for envy or whatever these other fucking reasons are. Like, I genuinely care, and I want to resolve those types of situations. So when it comes to the ideological shit, like, people come at me with grow comments that are like, "Oh, you're growing in hydroponics, like you're not gonna be able to taste your weed." Like, they're being an ideologue. They're thinking that growing in soil is the only way to grow good weed. People say, "Oh, like I recognize religion as the ideologue and all these other ideological ways of thought. So I'm definitely not a ideological person." But then there's like little honeypots. It's like the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people are intelligent in several aspects of their lives and they recognize that they're self-intelligent, but then they mistakenly assume that they're also adept at other things and other branches of knowledge. And that knowledge, that intelligence doesn't always transfer that way. And you find people that will be an ideological enforcer just because they think that they're smart and they're fitting in. And in reality, they just joined the bro science crew of the growing community.
Yeah. And you're being an empath just makes you able to connect with them easier, so you're more in tune with what they're doing, but you're still challenged the same, which is to try to respond, with compassion. And that's the hardest part. You're everything. The feelings you have want to either lash out or at least get defensive, and the only thing that really really can wiggle through that and connect is compassion. Really kind of understanding why they're like that, or getting in their shoes and then going, oh, that's what's going on over there, or or whatever it takes for you to kind of get it. For me, it's an understanding. And some people, it's funny, we all connect in different ways. Like, my wife and I figured this out about each other at one point, where I we just connect differently. And once we figured that out, it was good because then I understand how she connects and she understands how I connect. And it was, I connect through understanding. And so if I can mentally understand what's going on over there, I can get it and connect and be able to relate and get to compassion fairly quickly. And where she is more a feeling, more of an energetic feel as opposed to trying to mentally understand it. And it's interesting how different that is when you're trying to get through it. What you working on there, man? Trying
to. It's some rosin that I decided to let age for a while.
Right.
And I forgot about it. So now it's
doing all that. I'm gonna roll up on another little, bump this thing up a little bit on here because I want more. I told you I always take it too far, and this is about where I start fucking up. So I'm gonna see how bad I fuck it up. Oh my goodness, look at that.
I don't know if I want to deal with that though.
Dude, that looks like you scraped it out of a mighty cooling unit or something.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that
I've
bad.
got some of that over there. It's not that bad. It's a dried up rock looking piece of poo in my thing. But no, at least yours is scoopy. But no, the color, and look at that, man, and the way you showed it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not doing any favors.
That's funny, man. Is this working? Am I on? Am I on? Yep. So you gonna dab that?
I am gonna dab this. Let's see how bad it is. I'm excited to make this rosin video though, because I have this rosin press here, and I really haven't mastered it, and I want to get better at it.
Yeah, no doubt. That'd be a lot of fun. You just gotta. I mean, where are you? What temp and time are you using right now?
So far, all of my presses have been at like 180 or 185. Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it! The magnet fucked me. There we go. Yeah, so I've been doing, I think 180, but so far all of my switches, I've gone too hard, too fast. I've overdone it because I have a 12-ton press, and I think I'm just an overachiever when it comes to muscle and shit. It's happened so many fucking times in my life where I've broken things just by over tightening them, pushing them too hard or making them too tight, hammering them too hard, drilling in too far, shit like that.
You want me to? I know you do. You're waiting for me to jump in there somewhere with it. That's what she said, or some shit. I love it, man. How big are your plates?
They're 4 inches by 7 inches.
Holy shit, that's nice. So, yeah. How big a squish can you stick in there?
I know it can do 1 ounce at a time.
Wow.
Possibly more, but I'm not sure.
Is it better to do a lot at once, or do you get better or smaller? You know what I mean? What's better for?
I'm assuming it would be a curve. It would be, I forget what that curve's called, but there would be diminishing returns at some point, and you'd be losing rosin to itself, like to the surface area, to the wicking potential of the surface area, and yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's different per machine and size and all that, and then there's a ratio and all that kind of shit. So there's math. That's math. There's math, man. So I think we're gonna be done. Even though I'm decent at math, but not after the rip up. Fuck that thing. Which I want to do again here pretty soon. Fucker. I'm not getting anywhere with the load on this box. I may be being too baby with it. I don't know, because I don't like riding it as long as you do. Even with the shake.
Kenny points out, kind of think ideology is overarching long term. Morality is mostly situational.
Ideology is long term? And morality?
He may be having a conversation with somebody too.
Oh, wow.
Because Nate had some things in there too. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna have this dab.
all right, you hit that dab. At the end of the day, though, any ideology, morality, whatever it is just clinging to a belief and then turning around and imposing that on someone else. But the bottom line, that's what it is.
Yep.
And that in and of itself is an abuse of that person, which means you're really just abusing yourself. So you're just hurting yourself with ideologies and moralities as opposed to making everything better. That's how I'm trying to view things now, man. That's how I'm trying to ground my actions from. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to operate from that space. You get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up with the chat over there, man?
Everybody's high in the chat.
Fucking great. Let's should we do a dab again? How many likes we got? Does it matter?
Yeah, I've got a dab loaded. We got the 137.
Okay, let's get it to 150 while I get Jack the Ripper ready. Get it to 150, guys, and let's get out the Ripper.
Let's check the Ripper. I'm gonna hit my Rio.
This fucking thing I was dabbing from earlier, this Magic Flight thing that fucks me up.
Have you had a Rio dab yet?
Yeah, I started the fucking show with it. Needed it. Great call.
Good.
I put way too much on this Ripper. It might even been too hot. This one's gonna go real well. I'm not getting anywhere here, man. This one's bumming me out. I guess I'm gonna switch over to the maple and see what happens. But I'll tell you what, this fucking thing I use all the damn time. Like if I'm testing a vape, this comes out. And if I want something to walk around the house with that I can just easily pop on here, whether it's a 1 or, you know, a CFX or WPA or, you know, a crafty on there, those all just go great on here, walk around the house with them. It's fucking great, man. So they did a great job. I mean, it's the same. I mean, there's all kinds of these circular bubbles out there. I don't know why I can't think of what they're fucking called, but
the orbiter.
What is the orbiter? Yeah, but I mean, like there's a lot of these globe. Thank you. There's a lot of these globes out there, and I fucking love them, man. I love them. This one's cool. The globe itself is round. It doesn't have a flat bottom. Whereas the ones out now are flat bottom glass, like I've got over there, and you can just stand down. So they're so cool, man. That one's great to walk around with. Got this little handle on here, kind of. See that? I loves it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, Ripper time. Let's see. What's that?
You ready for some damages?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just let me load up. I think this time I'm gonna cold load it, like I think I used to. I think my cat's been up here. There's hair. Good try. Good try. Good try. Good try. Good try. Uh-huh.
The rosin's so thick, it's not letting my balls slide around.
Jesus Christ. Oh, shit.
What?
That was hilarious. I love your little what I say, too, man. Perfect. Anyhow, that's fucking funny. Let's see how we can do. Let's see how this does on a cold load. Oh, hi there. You guys ready for some of these?
What? Enjoy your dab.
Thank you. I'm gonna. This is a cold load, so. Come on now, just measure up.
Oh, before you did a hot load, you said?
Yeah. which I'm not used to, which I wonder if that's just why. Here, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, that was a long, slow one there, man. That was good. The hot dab is definitely why I got so smacked in the face last time. And if you watch the whole thing, you could see that it kind of um, dribbled off to the side a little bit. So the hot one's probably better. Did you hit it? Did you hit it? You got it? Did you already do yours? You hear me, Troy?
What?
Did you do your dab?
Yeah, I did. Sorry,
I saw you toss. So I figured you already cleaned up. You were crushing it.
I'm still cleaning.
I'm gonna do a little hottie on here. Hot load, hot load. So, are there any particular ideologies, like anything in the scene of vapes that bugs you, or that
Oh
you
yeah,
think
totally.
is incorrect, or that you want to say something about?
Well, I think there's a lot of ideological thoughts when it comes to like, convection and shit like that. Like, when it comes to like vape recommendations, there's like the potential like Dynavap situation where it's not so much anymore on Reddit, thankfully, but like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe 6 months ago, as recently, any vape recommendation thread that would start, it would just get pig piled with like, just buy a Dynavap, just skip all the fucking rest, and just buy a Dynavap. It became like the must-have cult type thing, and that's oh, if I had a backboard, that would totally be in there, but I don't have a backboard.
Dude, this is the way to do it here. It's just kind of micro hot dab.
Oh, I thought you had the freaking gentleman's pipe in your mouth for a second there.
Yeah, right. Looks like that's cool.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. Oh shit! I got the wrong camera going here. You heard it. It made a sound. I lost the ball. It hit like the top of the grill, but it went flying behind the grill.
I gotta show you guys. This is kind of cool, actually, because I'm not going aggro with it. Like there we go.
Dynavaps are amazing. I'm not saying Dynavaps aren't amazing, and that's why I don't want to fight Dynavap recommendations, because Dynavaps are a great recommendation. But what happens is the context of the question and the person's use gets lost because Dynavap, because it's the way. Like you should have a Dynavap. Everyone should have a Dynavap.
Well, at the end of the day,
and if you don't like the Dynavap, then you're not using it right. Like that type of thought. That's
well, that'll ultimately lead to some people who have Dynavaps that don't like them, which is not good for Dynavap or vaping in general. So, I mean, it's better to listen, see if it's something to be right for them or not. That's what I really like about Fuck Combustion, is they've got that whole Ask FC section, which is, I mean, you got some of the most knowledgeable, helpful, nice people out there that have been doing it for years. They just post, and you get mature responses and stuff like that. And sometimes you'll get a lot of people getting in there and all kinds of different ways to go, and you really get a lot of options opening up. But no, I'm with you, man. It's hard to pair the right person if you just kind of zeroed it on one thing. You know what I mean?
Right. There's a lot of options for a reason. You know, I don't even use just one vape. I mean, I do gravitate towards like the SSV43 or the Terp Torch, but like right now I got the Tetra P80 on my desk. I got the Tiny Mite on my desk.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the Air Vape Legacy, but only because I just finished the review.
It's your favorite. It's your favorite. That's why. That's his favorite, guys.
What I say in the video is, this is probably the best vape on my do not buy list.
Oh, that's great.
I'm sorry.
Didn't that thing just burn all the time? Did you get a new production to see if it was, you just got a bad one, or how'd that go? Is that your
I read other people's comments on it and basically confirmed, like, yeah, that's what it does.
Oh shit, that sucks. Well, I guess I don't need one of those then. Damn, that Ripper's good. Damn, that Ripper's good. I'm gonna finish putting this in here and then get started on this and see if I have any better luck with this one. And you're about to give us another no look over the shoulder 3-point.
Oh yeah.
Did it go in? I heard it ding, but I couldn't tell if it went in.
I heard it ding. I assume it went in.
Cool. Awesome. Congratulations. You the man.
It's possible that it didn't.
I just didn't see any movement, but that doesn't mean nothing happened.
Oh shit. That was
fucking 2,000 miles away. The fuck
Jeremy would walk 2,000 miles.
Hell yeah. All day long.
I lost one of my Terp pearls. So
I need some of my fave tea. I gotta get going here. I ain't doing this. There's a lot of vaping for not having my sweet comfort tea. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like conduction and convection, and I think a lot of the problem with okay, that's wrong. I think a lot of the problem with I'll hold your vape, with the conduction convection game and how that can get into ideologies is it doesn't really get explained well, and so then people don't really know what to really think of it. And you know, I was one of those guys, you know, 10 years ago who was like, fuck conduction. I was on fuck combustion saying fuck conduction, because I wanted all my vapes at home were convection. One of my portals would be convection, and the conduction ones I didn't want the inefficiencies, and I didn't like the taste, and I was just never going to do one.
What the fuck? So
I was one of those guys that kind of gave those things the thumbs, you know, forget it, I don't want those, and probably helped build the reputation that they suck. Anyhow, now that I've seen a lot of people try to do what I want, and really only a few actually make it happen, and getting to know the overall market better as opposed to just the you know, the connoisseur niche kind of thing where we're looking for very specific nuances. Most of the mass market doesn't care for that. They just want to have something that's fun, easy to use and get high. So a conduction vape is great for that. They're cheap, they're easy, they're pretty durable. There's not much you can break in them unless you make them out of fragile shit. And you know, they can come with long warranties. They don't need a lot of battery tech. They're not a lot of drain on them. So there's a lot of good about them. You can do better with the batteries with those than convection. So there's some shit to like, and as well as the hit. Like I like the convection hit, where I'm gonna take a nice long full hit that finishes, you know, with a lot of vapor. And people who don't have the lung capacity or don't don't take deep hits like that, they'll never experience that. So for them, a conduction vape is great because the sips are where all the strength and the taste and the thickness is. So they'll just sip it and it works really well for them. So I tend to start there mostly and go, well, how do you like to smoke? Do you like to get on a bong and take big rips, or do you get on a joint and take short little sips, or how do you like to do that? And then I go from there to see if a conduction or convection will be better for their style. And it isn't, but even then it's got to be easy enough. So there's a whole lot more to consider. But the point is, conduction's not bad. It's not bad, okay? Conduction good, okay? When used appropriately, applied correctly, it worky.
I feel like a lot of the adjectives that people use to describe conduction versus convection are also purely subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel conduction could be just as smooth, just as cold, just as nice, just as potent, just as dense, without crossing lines. It's just conduction vapor isn't necessarily accurately represented by all of the conduction vapors on the market, because there are still conduction vapors yet to come, and who knows what the potentials of conduction are.
Well, we've pushed that fucker pretty far.
You think so?
I'm not saying we're done. I'm just saying that we've come a long way, man. I mean, like, some of these things are pretty fun. I mean, we got algorithms in there, and curves and shit we're rolling with. And
I mean, just because they're complicated by standard, doesn't necessarily mean that on the grand scale of like the timeline between the start and the exhausted all avenues, there's no way to know what's ahead.
I got lost in there somewhere.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta be honest, man. I dove in and got lost. That's funny, man. I'm just at a point where I'm starting to question everything. Like,
you should.
Everything in my head. Everything I think, do, feel. Like, why is that happening? Why do I think, do, or feel that way? And because we don't really think about anything we do. We just do shit. And we think we're right. We think like, well, that's who I am. But really, did you even give it any thought or have any choice in the matter at all? Mostly no. And I'm starting to notice that. I'm starting to question it. And it's really kind of fun. I'm getting to know myself. I'm starting to dig deep, starting to know shit I didn't know, starting to get free from a lot of shit, and starting to see possibilities I never knew were there, and feel differently and act differently. And I'm just really getting into the questioning, man. The questioning is leading me to some good places. Like this tea right here.
Something's beeping.
That was my tea.
Oh, it was?
I got a high-tech pot for myself, man.
Jesus, man. I thought it was like my girl alarms going off. Scared the shit out of me.
Sorry. That was just my teapot. It finally hit the 203 degrees Fahrenheit I told it to. So it was beeping. 203 degrees right now. I'm playing around with this, man. Having fun.
200. So wait, is that the plastic cup or the glass cup?
Plastic.
So you can pour hot water in the plastic cup and it's all cool.
Yeah.
Well, not cool, literally, but
it was a problem. There were two problems. One was when I was pouring the boiling water, which was another 30 degrees hotter than this, it was too hot for me to hold. At 205, I'm fine with it. But so that's why we got the handle coming out someday. He's got me a prototype and he's be able to change a little bit. So when he gets that right and blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, there's the handle. This was hot. And then I think I told you after Champs, remember I was just chucking in my backpack the whole time? And I came home and I don't know if I have it back there or not, but it has spider cracks in it from just getting beat up in my backpack because it was rolling around with all kinds of shit. And when I brought that home, I poured hot water in it and I heard it crack some. And I went, oh shit. And I stopped and I was like, I'm never gonna do that again. And turns out that was what was going on, is I still had that going on in my head. So I'm back to, oh yeah, no problem. This will handle hot water, no problem, as long as it's not cracked from abuse. So I don't have any problem at all. There's that.
What type of tea is that? Is that a Lipton tea bag or is that something fancy?
I think Yogi throat comfort.
Oh, Yogi throat yogurt.
Throat yogurt. Throat comfort, bro.
Throat comfort.
Fucker. Soothes the throat, you motherfucker. Caffeine-free herbal supplement, certified organic. It's got licorice root, fennel seed, wild cherry bark, cinnamon bark, orange peel, slippery elm bark. That's good for you. Organic cardamom pod, ginger root, mullein leaf, clove bud, and black pepper. By the way, all that shit was organic. I just hate it when they put organic in front of everything on the fucking list. Can't they just say all ingredients organic and list them? You know what I'm saying?
Was every single thing on the list organic though?
Every single thing on the list was organic.
Yeah, the way I would write that would be organic parenthesis, bam, like comma. Like this is the union of all the organic ingredients.
That would be, I would understand that. That would be nice. It's hard to read through all the fucking organics, to cut through all the organic shit and just figure out what's in it. But that's what I just did because I've developed that skill. All these damn tea bags. I don't like them when they have throat yogurt for your band name. I love it, man. Throat yogurt. That's fucking great, man. Yeah, I stopped doing the ones that have just flavoring. Like every now and then I'll find one that's slipped in. It's got like, you know, apple flavor. And I'm like, fuck you. I want apples. So I'm not doing any of that shit anymore. So it's got that. It's not in my cup. So I was reminded that at Christmas, I broke this out in front of somebody who'd never seen it before. And it was empty. So it was, you know, it was just in the morning or whatever it was anyhow. So I broke it out, I loaded it up, and we're hanging out and we're talking, and I picked it up and I hit it, you know, just like my first hit. And I'm sitting there and he's looking at me and he goes, dude, the thing's empty. You're not going to get anything. You didn't know what it was, man. And then I blew out of the vapors. Like, what the fuck? It was so funny. I never thought about that before. There's no liquid in it. So I was going, dude, nice try.
You should. Whenever I'm using it and it's completely empty,
yeah,
I complete the drinking motion. Like I'll do the.
That's great.
And then I'll blow the vapor.
That's funny, man.
It's fun.
Oh, that's great. I hope it doesn't get herb on the screen. If you're sucking hard enough, it won't be a problem.
That's what she said.
I set them up for you all the time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good for that. I will set you up. That's gonna happen. It does, right?
That's what you do. That's what you do.
Right on. I need this to cool down another degree or two, I think. Otherwise, it won't be very comforting. It's fucking burning. You know what I'm saying? Whew. That ripper's good, man. Let me turn it down somewhere. Did I go the right way? No, I didn't.
Oh, that one didn't go in.
Yeah, that's right. What's that?
I said that one didn't go in.
Nice shot of the mighty, man. I love it. I'm gonna snag that serial number.
Hey.
All right. Are you starting up?
Yeah, I'm cleaning my banger.
Yeah.
The rosin isn't friendly to my banger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, man.
Which is probably because I squished it too hard. I don't know, man. I gotta figure out the rosin thing. I want to make hash rosin. That's what I want to do. I want to I'm gonna make hash with all this weed, like bubble hash, and then squish the bubble hash for really good rosin.
That sounds like really good. Do you know how hard have you done the bubble hash?
No, I haven't, but I've watched a lot of videos.
Right on. You got a lot of bags and ice and shit or whatever?
No, I don't have any supplies yet.
Is that how you're gonna do it? The ice wash thing?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I've heard that's great. Yeah. Now that was perfect because in the corner we got to see the actual yeah man, and then we could see the whole throw and the end. I love it. That's a highlight. Clip that out for highlight reels right there. Best production of a shot yet. Love it.
This software is $50 a month, Jerry. So we better use this shit.
Far out, man. More streaming.
Yeah.
Is it a web login for you?
No, it's weird. It's like a cookie login. Like it all comes from like email. Like you click the link from your email, and then I don't know. It's different. They do it. They do it different than other websites that I've seen.
What do you guys in the chat think of this stream setup here, man? Do you guys do you like it? Do you like different views and the stuff? Let us know, man. You can put in the comments or put it in the chat if you're watching this later in the comments. Let us know how you like this software setup, this streaming experience. I like it without the big old zoom. I think that's worth it right there.
Yeah, me too. I like. Although I wish we could go from this.
Do that again.
So I wish we could do this with you big as well.
You won't do it at all.
For some reason, I don't see. I don't see a way to. Oh, herp derp.
There we go.
Click and drag, bitches. Should have tried that first.
Oh, it's one of those interfaces.
Checked every other menu.
Love it. Let me see the side by side again.
The side by side?
Yeah.
This one?
The switchy. Yeah, that one. Oof. Okay. Thank you. I can take it away. Take it away. Oh, and you got that. Very good. We'll scroll from the side too. That was sweet.
It's not intuitive to go back and forth. Oh, I guess it is. There's ways to do it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Good times.
What the fuck is so magic about that's what it says at the top of my screen. So Estelle likes it. She says it's good. Your average player digs it. Twisted likes it. Stuntman likes it. David says it feels more professional. Raven stitches on a phone. Looks about the same. Zoom does help something. Pigeon Farm Bar likes a Zoom. Sean is digging it. More train. Fuck all this. More train. Liquid likes. All right, yeah. So for the most part, this looks like a good move, man. Way to go, Troy. Way to work it. Way to work it. Can we go back to? I need more room now, man.
You feeling tight?
What happened to me, man? I guess I'm just used to this, man.
Is there a way to like grant you control? Because that would be cool too. Oh, I can edit your mic settings. I don't see a way to give you control though.
Can you take remote control of my life, Troy? Moo ha ha ha. Come back to this. All right, let's see what I do on this walnut box. This motherfucker's got shit on the bottom that looks like it's not supposed to be there, but It helps it stick, which I kind of like. So I'm going with it, man. I'm going. Starting low, seeing what happens. So I can get it in there, man. Yeah.
See you, Kenny. Thanks for popping in, bro.
Yeah, man. What's up?
He just said goodbye, so maybe gone already.
Peace. Right on, man. Well, we got any more to say about the topic? Are we wrapping up? What's the scoopy scoop?
I ain't got shit to say. Honestly, Jerry, I thought we talked about ideologies last week.
Awesome, man. I love it.
I think what happened is
we talked about it Sunday, and you thought and that just registered as doing it.
Good thing I didn't flip to the camera that time because that one was a complete fail, like a roll on the carpet underneath the can. In our Growing Higher podcast that I'm making, it's all about growing weed, and there's a lot of ideologies there.
That's a good place to hit it up.
And I think we had like a 45-minute discussion about that. And for some reason in my brain, it progressed the Troy and Jerry thing, and I was coming into tonight thinking we were completely winging it after the Magic Flight launch box. I had like a whole new topics built in my head, like that we were gonna bullshit on tonight. So then when you said we're talking about ideologies, I was like, hold up, what?
That's funny, man. That's funny. That's hilarious.
So yeah, kind of pulled a bunch of bullshit out of our ass tonight. I wasn't fresh on it. Sorry.
For me, ideologies come down to just simply they're all bullshit. I mean, any.
I mean, they may be based on fact or based on science, but the ideological reasons to go for them are not the reasons to go for them. Like, you know what I mean?
As soon as one of us believes something, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's just understanding what a word means, or what the color red is, or what kind of politics you believe in, what all those things. As soon as you put a definition on it, that's locking in and being ideological, and it doesn't matter at what level. You know what I'm saying? It's at any level. It's closing off possibility. It's interpreting something as one way only from one point. Whether you're interpreting it as good or bad, it still limits the other. If you choose to make that the only interpretation, if you choose to impose that on others, because as soon as we take it on, we just reflect it back messed up. Like, we're not a perfect reflection of the truth. We're not a perfect reflection of reality. We're a distorted reflection.
We're a slice of perspective.
Yeah. So to take that distorted slice of perspective and then to try to superimpose it or impose it on someone else is violating that and fucking it up, because this is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? This is a reflection, a distorted reflection of a slice of the truth.
Yeah, that's a huge thing that we need to keep in mind especially when it comes to factoring in our attitude towards others in life, because our perspective is a flat plane of what we see and what we observe in our current context of experience. As we get more life experience, the context of today's perspective could change, which literally changes the way you would have your emotional response to happenings of today. Mm-hmm. If you self-inquire in the future and see that context has changed. So
I like how you said that, by the way. Thank you. That was nice. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so our perspective doesn't factor in anybody else's perspective. So our perspective is not reality, right? Mm-hmm. We often think that reality is the combination of everybody's perspective and maybe the consensus of the blurry lines. But if you were to like mash up the perspectives and really see how they align, it might be alarming on how many things that we disagree with, with our common folk neighbors. And I think as the world gets more populated and as the internet connects more people and makes all of our tangible niche fragments, easy to connect and correlate and group people by, we're going to have more holy shit, people see life this way. It's a reality conflict, you know. It's a reality conflict between perspective and reality. People's perceived realities are going to change when the future shows them how different this world really is. It closes that gap. Social media closes that gap when it comes to perceived humanity.
It can. Yeah, it can. I mean, we saw in recent times that social media can at the same time produce two completely divergent views, very popular, very engrossing, and both getting their equal share of fanatics. I mean, it's all just about how much attention you throw at it. And I was going to say something else, but I forgot. So. Where were you? Because I might respond better. But there was something I was going to say. Something good too. It was really good. Having fun with this. You know, even when you start getting statistical and getting large amounts of data and get to where you can really predict shit, you're still just predicting the distortion. Now you can glean more perspectives into the truth and maybe see some consistencies and stuff like that, but it's still, every one of those things that you're looking through is a distortion. So you just still never really see the truth. And what fucks with me is when I get upset with someone, or I get, damn it, why'd that happen, or something ticks me off, the question I try to ask myself is, okay, why are you mad at yourself? When clearly I'm mad at something outside of me. Can you not? I mean, it's like everything I have is directed at something outside of me. And when I'm at my best in that moment, I'm able to go, okay, but wait a minute, what are you mad about inside? You know, what hurt is expressing this? And I try to figure that fucking thing out. And when I can identify and internalize that shit doesn't have a grip anymore. The next time I swing by and notice it, I go, huh, and I go, oh, I remember that, and how come I don't feel the same? And the next time I might notice it, and every now and then I might actually do it again, but for the most part, I'm kind of free of it. It's really cool. So that's the beauty of those moments. Like I don't want to squash those moments. I don't want to avoid those moments. For when I'm doing that, I kind of want to see them just long enough to refocus inward. Does that make sense? Instead of keeping the focus outward, you know what I mean? You just nod. We're both pretty high, man. How you doing, man? You still got sound?
Yeah.
You still talking? What's going on?
That rosin dab is huge.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Right, I want to put you over. I like that.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm enjoying the really slow cook on this thing. I've got as low as it'll go, and I'm just kind of riding it.
Jerry, I got a question for you.
Go for it.
Is a taco a sandwich?
In your reality, or in my distortion?
Oh, wow. That's
whose distortion are we using as the judge here?
That's a great way to look at it, my man. How about in your perspective, in your reality?
I've never called a taco a sandwich. I've never even thought of a taco being called a sandwich. But I can't say it's not a sandwich. Taco is from another language. We just took the fucking word. We didn't translate it. Maybe the way to translate it is fucking sandwich. Because I've had sandwiches that the bun wasn't cut all the way through. It's certainly not a hot dog. That's just one that's not cut all the way through. So we got some things, we never translated, dude. We got to translate that word. I think sandwich will work. Or would you rather have it be a hot dog, or some other, or maybe a meat dog?
I mean, the hot dog is a sandwich too, right?
Again, it can all just be folded bread. You could say sandwiches have to be two separate pieces of bread. We could make it.
Is a hot dog a taco?
I definitely could see hot dog translating as taco. I don't know why I don't like taco as hot dog, though. I mean, honestly, I want to give tacos a whole lot more respect than linking them to hot dogs, is what it comes down to. So, I don't know. But yeah, we just have to come to a mutual agreement, which is the hardest part of being in this simulation, is to do that. And if we can agree together that a taco is a sandwich, it's not a hot dog, we're going to translate it into English as a sandwich. It's a Mexican sandwich. And we can roll with that.
I think ultimately pizza is a sandwich as well.
If you fold it. Otherwise, I don't call that a sandwich.
Okay. What about the open-faced sandwich?
That is a sandwich with the top off to the side.
Okay.
You give me the lid to a pizza. You give me a big slab of bread that was supposed to be on the pizza, and now it's over here, and you want to call that a sandwich? I'll go, yeah, open-faced pizza sandwich, whatever the fuck you want.
What if you take a second slice of pizza?
So you fold it over like a taco?
No, a second slice that matches up, that lines up.
So well, then you got a fucking mess, is what you got.
You have a sandwich. You have two slices of crust, the delivery mechanism, with cheese and meat and some sauce to lubricate.
I've done it before. It doesn't taste as good, just so you know. All you taste is mostly bread, and all the sauce and cheese doesn't get the dominance and the contact with your mouth.
No, I think that's an ideological way of looking at it.
Might be. That's how I interpret it. That was my interpretation.
Your single slice of perspective on assuming that it's mine as well. How rude.
No, that wasn't ideology. That was an expression of my interpretation, and I'm totally open to yours. In fact, I'd like to hear it. What's your distortion?
I like to overanalyze my bite and control the ratios of everything.
Your bite?
Yeah, so like when I'm eating, if I'm let's say 2 slices of pizza at the same time, there could definitely be bites where there's just far too much crust and not enough sauce or not enough pepperoni.
Yep.
It's part of the eating game, lining up your 2 pieces of sandwich pizza for the ultimate bites.
You're pretty aware when you eat, to some extent, I guess.
I'm a foodie. I like food.
Or maybe you're just subconsciously running these things. Like I've done that before. I've run some subconscious math chews and shit like that before. Is yours more subconscious, or are you really engaged with the food when you're going through your shit?
I'm a quiet eater. Like I don't talk when I eat. Usually.
What's going on in the old noggin though?
Yeah, totally.
Is that all about the food? Or are you really into the food?
Usually. Yeah. Especially if it's something new.
Yeah.
I like thinking about how it was cooked or how it was prepared. What are the spices? What are the varieties? Like what are the different tastes that are going to be involved? And I get OCD about it even, Jerry. Like if I go to a new restaurant and the food, like I taste the dish and I like it, I'm like, well, what if they didn't make it right? And next time I come back and they make it right and I don't like it and I only got like a fucked up version, because restaurants are pretty inconsistent. You go to the same place first 2 times and you get the exact same dish. One of those times is going to be better than the other. Or was it the context of the situation?
You mean, did you interpret it differently?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that could have been a chemical factor as well, not just, how you were feeling or thinking, but it could have been a metabolism chemical thing.
Yeah, for the first, like the first time you have that burger, maybe you've never had a burger with tarragon in it, and you taste it and go, oh shit, I've never had a burger that had this little flavor, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a boner. And you love that burger, and you go back to it. You don't get to experience that first time thing ever again. It's done. You may get a really nice second time where it feels like it's the first time, but it's not the first time. So it's not the same burger, even if it is the same burger.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that, but I will say that when I really practice present eating, man, it's every bite is the best shit I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, Troy, physiologically, nothing's changing. Bite to bite, your body's tasting the same chemicals time after time after time after time after time. Your distortion is weakening the strength of that. So what's happened is you come at it the first time, you take a bite of this thing, you don't know what it's like. Can't wait to get into it. You bite it again. So you bite it the first time and you experience all for the first time, and it's all new and fresh, and you witness the textures and you witness the tastes and the temperatures and all the different things and how it starts to melt into your mouth and you assimilate it into your body, and all that can be sensational and sensual, and that happens a lot on the first bite. The second bite you get into it and you get a lot of the same, the third a lot of the same. By the fourth or fifth bite, you're just confirming. When you start to confirm, your brain starts filling in the gaps, because now you start thinking of other shit. And so as you're thinking of other shit, you're not really focused on the taste like you were at first. And you're not focused on the eating as you were at first. You're thinking about other stuff. Now you're talking. Now you're cutting the next bite. You're doing all these things. As before, it was you and the food. And it only takes a few bites to get away from that. And I found all you have to do is get right back to the focus. And the focus is focus on those details, the texture, the taste, the temperature, and again, how it assimilates into the saliva, and how it, as you macerate it, how it changes, and then it goes down, and I mean all those things. It's an amazing experience when you just think of nothing else but what's going on in your mouth. It's fucking nuts. Even if it's not the first bite. So I think it's more of an attention thing. We're easily distracted. When we get distracted, we fill in the gaps, and the thing with the gaps filled in doesn't taste the same anymore. That's my theory. I've done it a few times. It worked for me. That's going to be my ideology.
Yeah, I agree with Nate. I'm a weird mix of hungry and horny all of a sudden. Jeez, Jerry.
Yeah, don't get me talking about food.
All the talk about masticating and masturbating and
masticating, is that what you said? I love it. Well, anyhow. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes my best sessions are when I can focus that way on the vapor. Imagine taking in a hit of vapor like that, where, yeah, you know.
So I think what we learned is perspective is important.
It's important.
But it's important to understand that it's not unique.
What's important is compassion. You get compassion for the other person. It doesn't matter the ideology anymore. Whether they change or not, their ideology and whatever they're doing with it will melt away, because you have compassion on them. You understand what they're going through, or whatever it takes for you to get to be, oh, right. And through that, then you can express the kind of love that might warm them enough to have some compassion and change. But when we resist others' ideologies, whether it's you're wrong, or whether it's just I don't agree, or whether it's just fuck all ideologies, that's more of a reasonable way to go about it. And if you don't, that works for me. I like thinking that through. The other stuff is a new way for me. So, but I found that the compassionate feeling way is effective for me, and it seems to be more effective these days. Seems like, I don't know, man, maybe it's just me and the people I get to know, but they seem to be more intuitive. You know what I mean? Like you're an empath and all that. The pastrami, yeah, probably all day long, man. Of the salted cured meats, yes, I'll give you that all day long. Good to see you back.
The most sensual looking.
You asking him or me? For me, it would be the most sensual in the eating, quite frankly. It's got a creamy texture to it. It's a delight. Then you throw in the taste, the saltiness, a little bit of a crunch from whatever the shell was like, and then whatever spices they put in there. That shit.
I like prosciutto di Parma. Prosciutto.
I haven't thought about eating meat like that in a long time. That tasted good. Thanks.
The prosciutto, like the Italian cured ham. I think it's made with the pork shoulder that's cured and sliced.
Slice it really thin too, right? Yeah, that shit's good.
I think it's pork shoulder. I'm not sure.
If it is, I can't go near any of that shit anymore with the pork. That's the one thing I can't do anymore.
Oh, you don't do pork?
No, if I'm gonna go off rails and do some kind of meat, it might be a kind of fish or maybe chicken, but I don't do pork at all. I rarely do beef. Neither one of those are good for gout, and none of it is good for gout. But pork's the worst. Probably beef next, and then if I just have a piece of chicken or a piece of fish, maybe once a week, I'm fine. But if I start doing 2 or 3 a week, I'll probably feel it in a little while. I was doing turkey sandwiches once a week, but it was processed turkey from, the sub store. So I go in there and go to Firehouse or something and get their fucking those. What was it, the engineer I used to get? That shit was so good. Because I love turkey sandwiches. That was my go-to forever. And I'll be damned if after 3 months of that shit, I didn't start getting the shit in my feet again from the gout. I'm like, God, man, all it took was one fucking thing there once a week. I was only doing it once a week.
One turkey sandwich a week, huh?
One turkey sandwich a week because of the processed shit. When I go through the holidays and eat turkey, when it's that home cooked stuff, never. It's always that processed shit. So that's what got me thinking more about the curds, the cheese curds.
Cheese curds. Wait,
No,
does Firehouse have cheese curds?
No, but there's no processing in the cheese curds. I like those. They didn't bother me.
We recently got a Firehouse, and I've been there a few times now.
Well, if you're high on if your system's high in purine, I don't recommend the turkey. That's the stuff that gets converted into uric acid, and that's the crystals that cause the gout issues.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if my system is high in whatever you said it was.
Yeah. For the most part, I think we all are. I don't know when people start to get it or why I started to get it. I mean, nobody in my family that I know of has it. And I got it after I cleaned up my diet too. It's kind of weird. So I was still drinking a lot. It was the drinking that I had to finally quit.
I'll get you.
I'll get you somewhere one way or another. For me, it just exacerbated my gout.
All right, Jerry.
Yeah, man.
Oh, if you're interested in more pizza sandwich debate, we explored it pretty hard in the One More Bowl podcast for next Friday's episode. So next Friday's episode, pretty sure it's next Friday. It's not this Friday's.
Yeah.
I apologize, Brian, if I'm wrong. But
I'll be interested to see who agrees with me.
It's definitely next week's because it was this week's recording. I'm pretty sure Brian's. Yeah, the One More Bowl podcast where we that pizza is a sandwich.
All right, well, I want to see who agrees and disagrees because some of you are fucking nuts and some of you aren't. So I'm gonna force that ideology on you all day long, and everybody else. Look at that thing, man! That's awesome.
Oh shit!
Oh, that brought up the throat singing. More throat singing.
I didn't want to cough. So I cough food.
I love it. So when you do that, the vapor's coming out?
No. No, if you do that when the vapor's coming out, it hurts.
That's what happens when you cough with vapor. It fucking sucks.
Firehouse is a great band. Really? Didn't they have like the Smallville theme song? Isn't that that band?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think Raven Soulmate is hell bent on MFLB being used without combustion. I haven't combusted all night. I'm just singeing it.
Hey,
I will combust if I keep it up, though.
Why are we talking shit about my combustion? I said I was sorry. I did my dabs.
Did you? All right, good enough. I'm just saying, every time I look over there, that's up there. So I wanted to say, hey, right on.
Right. Pizza is essentially an open-faced sandwich. And an open-faced sandwich is a subgroup of sandwich. So pizza is an open-faced sandwich. Just like
no, it's not.
Eggs bent.
Where's the lid? Where's the top bun? If that's a sandwich, where's the top bun? And you can't take the piece
with a top bun.
You can't take the piece next to it and slap it on there. That's not a sandwich. That's two pieces of pizza slapped together. So that's the big fucking flaw, man. It's not pizza, and I don't know what the fuck you guys did with taco, but hope you didn't fuck that up too. I'm gonna be there to find out, and it better be right. I'm gonna force my ideology on all of you in the comment section. I'm gonna fuck you up, shame you. I'm gonna internet shame your ass. How's that, motherfucker? You gonna take that, Troy? It's a good thing you're still mute, man. You're still coughing. You're mute. As long as you're not talking to me, that's fine. You were talking to somebody. He's talking to somebody. He's he does not want to be heard right now. That's fucking hilarious. You're on mute, and I love it, man. I know you do. That's great. I don't know what you're saying. Probably nothing, but I think it's funny because you're baked, man. That was a nice big dabby looking fucking herb hit. Fucking the balls are back, baby. The balls are back. That's right. I want to hear you sing it though.
What?
The balls are back in town.
That's exactly what I sung.
I know, but I didn't get to hear it. Because I know you can sing, so we gotta hear that song.
I can't sing. My dad said when he heard me singing, he said I wasn't singing. I was just screaming on cue. All right.
Dad, that's singing in metal, man. What are you talking about? That's Dad, you don't get it. So funny, man. I don't know, man. The metal singing thing, I never really got it, but I love it. Like I would never dare do it. Like it would just ruin my throat. But man, when I hear it done right, I fucking love it, man. Like there's a few bands that I dig. So back in the day, I forget who they were. Like shit. Now I got to think about it. I mean, there was who did Whiskey in a Bottle? Was that
Metallica?
Yeah, Metallica, I think it was, right? They had a couple songs that I dug, but I would never sing that way, man. It would just hurt. I imagine their careers are very short.
Metallica's been going for like 40 years now.
Same lead singer?
Yeah, James Hetfield. Although he did get throat cancer, I think.
Oh no, really? That sucks.
Like 10 years ago or something.
He's still singing?
Yeah, but he doesn't sing as aggressively.
Yeah,
he used to, you know.
Guy's a beast.
Metallica progressed, you know. They went from being like a speed thrash metal band to being pop metal band to being like pop rock metal band.
Is that what they are now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk shit about Metallica because they still fucking rock their socks off, but they're not the same, you know, thrash metal Metallica that I grew to love. And I don't listen to new Metallica, but I still love Metallica. You know what I mean?
Well, you probably don't listen to the same music you did when you were younger either. You probably changed as well.
True to some extent, although I still listen to a lot of the same shit, believe it or not.
Yeah, I hear you. Me too. But 40 years, yeah, I would hope they change over 40 years. You know, I liked the progression the Police made. Every album was different, and I loved it. I was sorry they ever broke up. They could have done some cool shit. Sting, I love, but I thought Police had more variety, album to album. Maybe, I don't know. It's good shit though, all of it. I loved it. Progressing.
Yeah, never got into them.
40 years. How many albums have those guys got, man?
Who? Metallica?
Yeah. 40 fucking years. Were they take a big break somewhere? Like, did they just skip their 40s?
They weren't making albums the whole time. You know, they weren't like like Black Sabbath, where like they just fucking crank out albums. I think Black Sabbath put out a lot of albums. I'm sure there's a better example than Black Sabbath in this scenario.
Kiss was my band as a kid, man. I was in elementary school. Fucking loved Kiss, man. Never got to see him because I was in elementary school. It's probably inappropriate, but that was the ideology that was imposed upon me at the time. So I didn't get to go see Kiss when I was 10. But those guys, man, when they did their reunion shit, like not recently, but like 10 years ago or so, I remember seeing the posters, and they had like the cover of whatever album Detroit Rock City was on, and there's all four of them up there, and they've got these fucking badass suits that are cut all the way down to their, you know, below their belly button, and you know what I'm saying, they're fucking ripped and all this, and then the now you know 30, 40 years later on tour, they're dressing and doing the exact same pose, and all the clothes now are cut to about here. it's literally like a, you know, like a Hulk suit for Halloween. The whole thing, it's great, man. But you could tell, but it was like I didn't care. They did anyhow. I thought it was kind of funny, man. I should have bought that just to have it. I thought it was hilarious. But they fucking did it anyhow, man. It rocked it. That was my ideology at the time. So
Monk wants to know
Destroyer. That was it.
If you had the makeup kit.
No. I was into the. I was 10. I was into the trading cards. I had Kiss trading cards, and I would get all the little fucking puzzle pieces and have 4x6 taped together posters on my wall that were 4x6 cards taped together, and then lots of stickers for that shit. And then 8-track was the tape format of the day, and I had I was the guy who brought the music to school, so I was like in fucking 4th grade, dude, and I would go to recess with this with this shoulder strap down to a box. There was an 8-track. It was a speaker. It's a big fucking speaker with an 8-track slot in it.
Was it green?
What's that?
Was it green?
No, it was white. Mine was white, and the speaker was black. But the grill was black, but the speaker was white. And I would fucking rock recess with Kiss out of my 8-track fucking blaster all recess for a good year or so, man. That was my contribution. Never had to go to a concert, but I wish I had that player still, man. I should look that up or see if there's a picture of it anywhere. This is back in like fucking
hell yeah,
mid-70s.
Iron Maiden is still going.
Hell yeah. A lot of good old ones. Rolling Stones are fucking crushing it.
I used to always draw Eddie from the Iron Maiden albums, posters. Like whenever I had to draw something in art class in school, and I didn't want to pick something from the shitty magazines that they had to offer, I would bring in like an Iron Maiden album and draw it.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was big into art when I was young. I wanted to major in art in college, but got persuaded to do something different.
Yeah. Give me some money making stuff.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, now you're.
Hey, it's 420 somewhere.
Right on.
Is it coffees? Coffee. Happy 420 coffee. Cheers.
Long coffee. Let's see what I got in here, man. Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, let me do that. It's loaded and ready, and it's time. Cheers, coffee. Cheers. 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 Right on. It was a low, slow boil. That's gonna be nice.
Oh, Jerry, I gotta get my video published. I have a video publishing today still.
What is it? 8:20 where you are?
Yeah, it's running a little bit late. I'm running a little bit late with this video, but
Yeah. Hopefully your boss doesn't fire you.
yeah, this one's got some fun shit in it. I hope people watch it all the way through. I'm just gonna say that here because while this next video of mine is a little bit longer, there's some juicy stuff that's buried.
How long is it?
It's right now it's more than 20 minutes.
That's not bad, man.
It's not bad, but it's for a vape review that I spill my guts on it in the first like 5 minutes. Like in the first 5 minutes, you know whether you're gonna buy this vape or not. And
That's good.
You're not going to. You don't really have a reason to watch the rest of the video unless you're entertained. And I hope you're entertained because I broke out the entertainment for this one.
Sweet, man. Yeah, that'll work for me.
I was pretty fucking high, and I took shrooms the other night, so I'm still kind of riding I'm still riding the creative boost and the outside the box type of energy from that little shroom trip. So I think it shows in this video, honestly.
Did you shoot while you were on shrooms or produce while you were on shrooms?
I took the shrooms Wednesday night, so I'm just riding the coattails of the I tripped a few days ago effect.
And you shot after that?
Yeah, I shot today.
Oh, right the fuck on.
Well, I shot and edited today, but a significant portion of the video is from like 4 months ago. So it's a weird review where you get my afterthoughts first. Like you get my like fresh, like I've been using it for 6 months thoughts right at the beginning and why I dislike it, and then you get like the unboxing and the first look and all the reactions. So it's a new format that I'm trying.
I dig it. And it's going to be up imminently on 420 Vape Zone.
Yeah, probably within the next hour or so. Like I have
Is it Troy Time, or like what do I need to be subscribed to know when that happens?
Troy Time 420 is the YouTube channel.
That's the new channel, right? Because I subscribed to that, right? I'm already on that. Okay, cool.
I hope so. I hope you did.
I did. I remember doing it. Several weeks ago. So. All right, cool. Then I'm ready for that. Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, I was on shrooms when we recorded the One More Bowl podcast. So watch next week's One More Bowl to get the pizza argument and to see how I acted on a light dose of shrooms. It was pretty light. It was like 0.68 or some shit like that.
That's why you landed on pizza with sandwich. You're on shrooms.
No.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, that's why, because you were open to all these other possibilities that are even more distorted than are distortions of the truth.
I'm pretty sure that I felt that pizza was a sandwich before the One More Bowl argument, but I don't recall specifically, so I don't want to fill in the gaps. I don't want to let my brain just fill in the gaps with assumptions, because I know that's a thing too. People have false memories, and people fill in the gaps. People perceive 5 or 6 things, and that goes back to the whole perspective versus reality thing. I just want to throw that back in there. When you're saying when we're thinking that our reality that we see, our little perspective, doesn't overlap perfectly with what other people see. So when other people see the exact same situations that we're like overlappable with, they may see the same details and same values differently. So their emotions are different, their perspective is different, their approach is different, their culture is different. Lots of things can be different. But here's the thing. When we're building our perspective, we may pull in 5 or 6 points of actual detail, but a lot of other things may come in from the subconscious. Like our eyes don't actually see all the things. A lot of times our subconscious fills in other details. So even what we take in for our setting and environments may not be 100% accurate. You know?
Totally agree. Especially when you talk about the brains filling in the gaps, man. Try this, man. You're driving down the road and shotgun next time. Notice how casually you are aware of what's going on around you. I mean, you're driving, you're going pretty fast. You basically would drive down the road looking at something, and all you know is trees, grass, sky, road, and I'm now looking at the license tag on the car in front of me. Or now I'm, picking up my fingers or whatever I'm doing, but I've filled in all this other shit. And I don't even challenge that it was right or wrong. But then when I go and pay attention to it, like next time you do that and you just notice you're just going trees, grass, take a look at the trees in detail as they go by. And I'm amazed. I was like, holy shit, there's so much going on there that I just never even paid attention to. I just go trees. That's all I register in my head. No, I don't register all the different colors and shapes and sizes and amazing. It's just, whether it's grass, even the weeds growing out. I'm like, oh, those weeds are cool looking, man. It's just, weeds are cool. Anyhow, I like to do that, and it fucks with me, and when I can do that, it challenges. It kind of opens a lot of doors, quite frankly, Troy, because when you can challenge your perception of trees, you're kind of open to a lot of different ideas.
Well, you can always challenge your perspective as incomplete, as out of date, as need more info. Give things the benefit of the doubt. Give things the benefit of a different perspective.
Yeah. I mean, for all we know, trees are running around in circles on the earth. Yeah. But we're just short-lived. We never get to see a step. We're like little flies running around living 2 days. Don't see a fucking thing. Who knows?
Exactly.
They might be moving big time.
Exactly. And the only ones that don't are the ones. Oh, never mind. I don't know where that thought was going.
Doesn't matter, man. We're looking for new perceptions, new ideologies. All we're doing is trading old ideologies for new ones right now.
Yeah.
Possibly less distorted, hopefully less distorted, but nonetheless distorted. Let's never forget, even evolving and more perfected ideologies are brand new ones. They're all distorted. There's always distortions. Don't be surprised or don't cling as a fanatic to anything because there's distortions in there.
Yeah, there's distortions, especially when it comes to humans and interactions and shit.
Yeah, baby.
So next week we're gonna vape on the Da Vinci's.
That's what we had talked about, yeah. Da Vinci's.
All right, so let's plan on that. Plan on vaping on our Da Vinci IQs and micros. And you got some old? Do you have the Ascent or the original Da Vinci?
I should have a working Ascent here, and I do have a Da Vinci.
I don't have either, unfortunately.
I have units. They should work. I'll charge them if I can. The Da Vinci came with its own charger, so I got to make sure I use the right one.
Cool.
I think I have it somewhere with a name on it too. So, if I'm careful, I'll find the right one. So, yeah, I should have an Ascent, a Da Vinci. We went Da Vinci, Ascent, and then straight to IQ, and then IQ2 and micro IQ2.
As far as
there's 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Two units before the 3.
Yeah.
That'll do it then. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I decided to start reviewing vapes, they didn't have anything that was relevant. Like I was like, I'm just gonna ignore those vapes, and then they came out with the IQ.
I started paying attention when the Ascent came out. I didn't have or know much about the Da Vinci. I have them, but I didn't have them back in the day. But with the Ascent on, I was there, and I had some good and bad times with the Ascent. Yeah, I got some trials and tribulations and good times and bads with that one. Yogurt.
All right, Jerry. I'm ready to call it. I got some pizza inside. I want to eat some pizza. I want to edit this video.
Yeah. Go have your wish I were a sandwich and get that video out, my man. I want to see it.
You know what's on my pizza sandwich?
Pepperoni.
1. Next.
Oh, we got more sausage.
Nope.
Oh, mushrooms.
Nope.
Is it anything in the top 5? The next is green peppers.
Nope.
Okay, so none of that. How many ingredients do we have?
4.
Jesus, I'm
5.
wicked.
Sorry, 5.
5. I only got pepperoni, and the other 4 are off the standard supreme. So pineapple.
Nope.
Chicken.
Nope.
Are we going like barbecue chicken type shit, or you get?
Nope.
Did we say onions? Do you have onions?
Onions. Ta-da!
Okay. That's
Pepperoni,
one of the
pepperoni,
2 of the 5.
onions.
Pepperoni, onions. Are we going really off road here? Olives? You got black olives?
No olives.
Really? Jalapenos?
Neither black, no green. I got jalapenos.
Okay, jalapenos. So you went spicy. So you went pepperoni, jalapenos. What was the second one? Onions. Oh, wait, garlic. You got garlic on there?
Garlic. Ta-da!
Okay. And
more.
you got another one?
More.
Pepperoni, jalapeno, pepperoni and onions, jalapeno, garlic. Did you put something sweet on there? You didn't do pineapple. You need something sweet.
It's not anything sweet.
No, did you put tomatoes on there?
Nope.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. Is it off-road? Is it off-road?
It might be off-road, but it's not uncommon.
It's like salami, or it's another meat, right? It's another meat. So pastrami, salami, one of those motherfuckers. Okay, okay. I have to keep. There's more than pastrami and salami.
But it's not like a deli meat.
Goat, duck.
No.
Rabbit. Venison. Anchovy.
Yes.
Anchovies.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Okay, have you had that before?
Yeah. It's what we usually get.
That sounds like a great combo.
Pepperoni, anchovy, garlic, onion.
Onion and pepperoni. You go pepperoni and onion, jalapeno, garlic, and the last one was.
I get jalapeno on 1/2 because my wife doesn't like jalapenos.
Anchovies on all of it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not a fan of anchovies. I don't like the aftermath, but I like eating them. I think it tastes good, but then I don't like the aftertaste and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm not into fishy shit. So.
Fishy shit. That's the aftermath I thought you meant.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, man. So yeah, go make that video, man. Let's get you.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get this video done. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next Friday with the Da Vinci's. Pack your vape, pack your bowls, pack your bongs. Check out the One More Bowl podcast in the meantime.
Yeah. Tell us what you think below. Subscribe and hang out. We'll put more up.
Yeah, and let us know what you want us to talk about too. Leave some real comments. Don't put them in the chat because we can't revisit the chat. Well, we can revisit the chat, but we won't see them. Leave a real comment on the YouTube channel with what you want us to talk about. In the future.
That's right.
Please.
Comments the chat.
Goodbye now.
Thanks, guys. Peace.